What is up, my friends? You're very welcome to tonight's Anfield Agenda News Roundup. I've ditched the 10-minute format. I could do this in 7, I could do it in 12. It is what it is. Each night's going to differ. As always, my friends, I'd love to know your thoughts on whatever it is I speak about in the video. You know what to do. Comment section, like, subscribe, all the usual stuff. And don't forget, if you want to catch us live, Anfield Agenda are on Twitch. I want to say every night, but most nights at about 8:30 p.m. And Mr. Paddy Murphy will be doing his solo shows at around 3 to 4 p.m. as well. So do check out the Anfield Agenda Twitch channel, link in the description. Let's get into it. Who wants a bit of good news? We love a bit of good news. Joe Gomez has signed a new long-term deal that will keep him at Liverpool Football Club for the next 5 seasons. Good news? I think you'll agree it is good news. There was a little bit of speculation about Joe's future. Interest from Aston Villa and other clubs isn't surprising because he is a top-notch centre-back. 24 years of age, and I think we can say that, 3.5 million we paid Charlton from all those years ago. It feels like a lot longer, doesn't it? It feels like Joe's been around so much longer. But I'm absolutely over the moon with this news. Puts to bed any speculation about the future. And I'm sure that he'll want to challenge Ibrahim Konate, Joel Matip as well for a starting place alongside Virgil van Dijk. Fitness allowing, let's hope Joe gets that chance. So do let me know your thoughts in the comment section. But surely you're happy because Joe Gomez, when he's fit, quality centre back. Another bit of good news coming down the line. The club looking to extend the contract of Diogo Jota and Naby Keita. Naby Keita was one that we all kind of knew about. The club believe that they will get an agreement in place with Naby. I know that there has been reports, myself included, of potential interest from Naby Keita from Italy and Spain. Not surprising, but again, if Liverpool time down to a new deal, I'm sure we'll all be relatively happy. I know there are some people that think he's been a flop, Naby Keita. I don't think he's been a flop, but I don't think we've seen the best of him yet. And I'd rather we got to see the best of him than somebody else. So for me, if that gets done, I'm happy. Diogo Jota, I know you're probably a little bit surprised to hear of him getting a contract extension already, but I think the club just want to reward him for the sheer amount of goals that he scored since he's come in. I have this weird theory that maybe Diogo Jota overachieved when he first came to the club, and then when he went through what I suppose could be described as a bit more of a lean spell, it kind of looked like he'd fallen off a bit, but I just think he caught us all off guard with how quickly he settled at the club. So I've no issues whatsoever if Diogo Jota gets new improved terms. Quite frankly, I think he's deserved it. Was he one behind Sadio Mane last season, if my memory's right? And he's a great player to have in the team. He's got this great knack, uncanny knack of being able to... So for somebody who's I imagine average height, 5'8", 5'9", 5'10", something like that. He's got a great ability to just get in between centre backs and be in the right place at the right moment. There are people that feel that other parts of his game could do with working on, but ultimately, again, absolutely delighted to hear the news that the club want to tie Diogo Jota down to a new deal. So that means we can keep singing that song, which, by the way, I'm not a fan of, but fan of the player, not so much of the song. A player who's leaving Liverpool, that's been confirmed today. A fee has been agreed with Nottingham Forest for Nico Williams. Initial offer was about 12 million with 3 million in add-ons. We all thought that 15 was going to get the deal done, but Julian Ward and Liverpool, being the crafty negotiators that they are, have managed to get £17 million from Nottingham Forest for Nico Williams. And I think that that's just a fair deal for all parties. I like Nico as a player. I think there's a very good player in there. But I can understand his frustration at looking at the situation at Liverpool and realising that, he's not going to outwork Trent. He's not going to out-hustle Trent. So if he moves to Forest, it will ensure he'll get more game time, Premier League time, and of course, make sure that he's in the Welsh manager's thoughts for the Euro. So, yeah, again, I think it's fair. Sad to see Nico go, but do wish him all the best sincerely on his exploits at Nottingham Forest. So, now we move on to the links to players still coming into Liverpool Football Club. And we have a certain island that we like to talk about when we put some stories on there. Well, one today that caught my eye was apparently Liverpool are being linked with a double swoop from Juventus. Oh yes, not just one. No. Corriere dello Sport have linked us with a £102 million double swoop from Matthijs De Ligt and Adrien Rabiot. No, you're all right. Pass. No thanks. Not interested. Don't want them. Not good enough. Let them go elsewhere. And I don't want Liverpool to be paying the overly inflated wages that De Ligt is on anyway. And look, we've just signed Joe Gomez. We don't need any more centre-backs right now. Matthijs De Ligt has obviously looked at the situation at Juventus, and Juventus have looked at that and said, hasn't really worked out for us. But we a lot of us call this, and I'm sure you guys are the same, that move to Juventus it seemed to be a bit of a money grab at the time. He's a promising young defender, but he's a little bit lacking in pace. And with the high line that we play, most of all, we need our centre backs to have some good recovery pace. I'm not going to sit here and knock Matthijs De Ligt, but I also don't want Liverpool going out and spending £102 million on him and Rabiot, because Rabiot, let's be quite frank about this, is just average, nowhere near good enough. So I said that this belongs on, that certain island that we inhabit all these nonsense stories with. I think we can safely put that one over there. The Daily Mirror, by the way, have claimed that Liverpool were beaten. Yeah, that's right, beaten to the signing of Raheem Sterling by Chelsea. They swear that there was interest from Liverpool in bringing the player back to Anfield. I don't know of any interest. I've not seen any credible sources report interest in Liverpool and Raheem Sterling. We did have a little chat about it on the channel yesterday, just for shits and giggles more than anything else. But Raheem Sterling will complete his move to Chelsea. 45 plus 10, I think, in add-ons, which, again, I think it's a fair price for a player who's 27 years of age, extremely experienced at every level, international, Champions League, Premier League winners' medals, and I think he'll do well at Chelsea. I really do. He's a London boy, so no surprises that he's moved back to a neck of the woods. I think someone told me in our chat that he grew up around the Wembley area, so again, good move, I think. I think it'll suit all parties, but I'm again really, really just casting doubt on Liverpool having any interest in genuinely wanting to bring Raheem Sterling back. I just don't think there's any truth to it. The last one that I want to go back over is one that we've spoken about many times, and I think we can finally make this one go away. So a report came out today from, I think it was Neil Jones, who I think he was on Redmen at the time when he spoke about this, but he said that it's total nonsense that Liverpool have any interest in Marco Asensio. And I echo exactly what Neil Jones said. It's what I said recently as well. From my knowledge, what I was told by my friendly journalists in Spain is that they've had no reports of genuine interest from Liverpool in Asensio. And like I've said before, it's not unusual for the Spanish side of the media to hype up players to try and attract interest. And if you can throw in a Premier League club like Liverpool, Chelsea, United, whoever, it makes it sound like the big boys are coming in with the big money and maybe you can get a better price. As I said yesterday as well, Marco Asensio's fee is dropping every day almost. It was 30 million Real Madrid wanted at one point. Asensio was 1 year left on his Madrid deal. I still think he most likely ends up in Milan. AC Milan have been the most prominent suitors for him. Arsenal were also linked, but I'm just glad that we can finally say that he's not coming to Liverpool, that it is nonsense. Other than that, there's not really much more news to report as of now. No real bits and pieces. As I said, Conor Bradley we've touched on before. We will have some more players, I'm sure, going out on loan. But other than that, that's pretty much where we are tonight, my friends. So again, I really do appreciate you guys giving up some of your evening. If there's anything you'd like me to cover or any players you'd like me to talk about, please do put them in the comment section. I do read over them, although I can't, reply to every single one. I do try and read through as many as I can. So appreciate your time as always. Hope to see you soon on a live stream over on our Twitch channel. Thank you for your time. I'll see you tomorrow. Much love.